Hello there.
This is where the fun begins.
What's up guys, Unofficial Star Wars here. Hope you're all doing well, and in this video we have an official announcement for the next Star Wars movie with an official release date. Of course, that there being the Mandalorian and Grogu movie that was recently announced in January, being held by director Jon Favreau, writing and directing the movie itself. Of course, we're going to be discussing all new details, breaking it all down for you guys right now. Before we do though, however, grab the subscribe button if you haven't already, as we're discussing and covering all types of Star Wars related news, leaks, rumors, theories, and breakdowns here on the channel. So if you guys are into any of that, go ahead and grab the subscribe button today. Okay, so in this video we are going to be taking a quick read from the Direct's article. I'll have their article linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there, as well as an overall garnering source. As they read, the next Star Wars movie has been officially announced and given a future Star Wars theatrical release date. Star Wars content has completely moved away from the theaters and the cinemas since The Rise of Skywalker in 2019 and the end of the sequel trilogy, and well, also the end of the Skywalker saga as we know it. Putting a bow on the Skywalker saga, that same year Disney Plus had launched, introducing the hit series The Mandalorian, starring Pedro Pascal, and introducing the Baby Yoda, or Grogu of course, and from there the rest is history. Heading into the mid-2020s, Lucasfilm has decided it was time for Star Wars to shoot back into theaters after the release of 7 seasons of Disney Plus programming and content with other shows. That there being said, Disney has officially announced that the next Star Wars film, The Mandalorian and Grogu, will blast into theaters on May 22nd of 2026, so mark your calendars. That there's also going to be Memorial Day weekend for those of you in the USA. It was also previously announced that The Mandalorian and Grogu was an upcoming film for Lucasfilm, releasing during May of 2026. We just didn't know exactly when, like specifically, and it was unknown as to which weekend it would be hitting theaters, or even if that was actually exactly going to be the case even at that. Like, it was on Disney's overall release slate of that they were going to put something Lucasfilm related out on that date, and what we were all kind of presuming is that it was going to be the Mandalorian and Grogu movie. We weren't able to confirm that up until now. It's been a lot of fun talking and discussing that kind of thing here on the channel into the regards of that speculation, and also into those regards of those rumors, and to see that to come to fruition and have that official a tag on it and an official announcement on it, I think is all the more, and I think it's really exciting. So if you want more stuff like that, grab that subscribe button today. The Direct.com, as well as other sources, had also previously predicted that the May 2026 release date for the Mandalorian and Grogu movie, based on an untitled Star Wars release date announced by Disney on their overall release slate for theatrical slates within the next 3 years or so. Beyond the Mandalorian spin-off movie, a yet-to-be actual titled project by Charmin Obid-Chinoy was announced, which is of course going to be the Rey Skywalker movie, or the New Jedi Order movie, featuring Daisy Ridley's returning, and as well marking the first female director in the film franchise. Meanwhile, Dave Filoni is working on an epic crossover himself, merging beloved characters from the Mandoverse into a theatrical event, more or less as his Cultimation event, or acting as an Avengers-like kind of movie. For those of you that are Marvel fans, we have our Marvel channel linked in the description down below, better known as the Thrawn movie. Finally, also James Mangold's upcoming adventure is also expected to delve into the ancient origins of the Jedi, although its development is quite unclear at this time due to Mangold's other commitments and his other projects. He is working on an Origins of the Jedi kind of movie, or a Dawn of the Jedi movie essentially. Those are just a few of the upcoming theatrical releases for Lucasfilm that they do have planned though. However, the future of Star Wars films is really quite bright, and it looks like that they do have a lot planned. The first domino has fallen for the future of Star Wars into theaters, but 2 other dates need to be filled with those mystery projects. We're yet to put in an actual release date on the Rey Skywalker movie, like in an official announcement. We do have a good idea of it though, but as well as Dave Filoni's Thrawn movie. The Mandalorian and Grogu is locked into that May 2026 release date, leaving 2 untitled Star Wars films set to open on December 18th of 2026 and December 17th of 2027. It's presumably that the Rey Skywalker New Jedi Order movie is going to be releasing the same year as The Mandalorian and Grogu on December 18th of 2026, and that Dave Filoni's Star Wars movie has a big potential to release on December 17th of 2027, although I actually wouldn't hold your breath on that one, since we had recently covered here and discussed here on the channel that Patty Jenkins is back actually working for Lucasfilm on her Rogue Squadron movie that was supposed to release in last year of 2023, announced back in 2020. Its development was up and down and up and down and down and up, and now, well, for the time being, it's up, and it looks like that she is currently working on it, so it is actually probably more than likely going to fill that December 17th of 2027 release date. As it was initially expected to be Star Wars' return to theaters, the exception is that Charmino Bichenoi's New Jedi Order movie, which is an unofficial title of course, or the Rey Skywalker movie, will take the second 2026 slot, December 18th, as I had mentioned. This leaves the Mandoverse crossover by Dave Filoni, as well as James Mangold's Jedi Origin project, also a bit on the in the air. That December 17th of 2027 date could also end up being James Mangold's new Jedi Origin project, but I wouldn't hold your breath on that one. It seems about far out, and something that probably actually wouldn't be anticipated until the 2030s, believe it or not. I think that's kind of crazy to think about, but I think that's honestly where it would end up releasing, as he is incredibly busy at the time. Also, with Ahsoka Season 2 in the works for Disney+, the timeline gets a bit foggy from the streaming side of things and that aspect of things, and then translating that over to theatrical, especially with Dave Filoni's hands-on involvement, but trust in Filoni, he has it all handled. However, even with Dave Filoni working on another season of Ahsoka, his crossover film is more likely to open in late 2027, as James Mangold is currently filming a Bob Dylan biopic and is set to direct the Swamp Thing film for DC Studios, as well as a bunch of other projects that he's currently busy with. Anyway, this here all being said, the Mandalorian and Grogu movie, in an official announcement and an official confirmation that May 22nd of 2026, mark your calendars, is going to hit theaters that weekend. We're totally looking forward to it. I think it's going to stay true to that. I think it's actually going to stay on path. Of course, previous Star Wars projects don't have the best track record with actually keeping their release dates and staying true to that. Patty Jenkins' Rogue Squadron movie, unfortunately, is a prime example of that, even though it is still on the track to actually get worked on and be developed and actually work on and actually release. Let me know what you guys are all thinking in the comments down below. I would love to hear what you guys are all thinking. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Of course, this has been an official Star Wars. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great one. May the Force be with you as always. Peace out.